So yeah, Albury, bit of a shocker, mate. Just some storms rolled in through the week and the track was ripped, and then just turned into like the biggest bog hole you could ever imagine. And man, there was just bikes blowing up left, right and centre, and unfortunately mine was one of them in Moto 1. So yeah, rebounded, won the second race, pretty happy about that. Just really had to after a DNF in a championship. So yeah, there was a bit of hoorah about what happened there, you know what I mean, because we feel like we could have had a pretty good racetrack even with the rain, you know what I mean. But anyway, I'm not going to harp on about it. Yeah, so the weeks after that, yeah, was solid. Like, just went back home, went to the drawing board, just didn't change too much. Obviously a little bit of stress over, you know, how we're going to go about a race bike for the rest of the season. But like I said, I got really good support from Brisbane Motorcycles, from Yamaha and everything, so wasn't too bad. Got it under control, made a plan about what we're going to do, and then the only thing that really changed was that I'm, you know, going to ride my practice bike at the local Queensland stuff now. But you know, it's always pretty well maintained. So we had a Queensland at Gladstone 2 weeks after Albury, and that went really good for me. The track was really raceable, really rutted, actually pretty rough too, and got some really solid starts, won all 3 races, so that was decent. And then so the prep going into Maitland was yeah, was ideal. Yeah, so Maitland, kind of a double header, like 2-day race, 1 race Saturday, 2 on Sunday, which was cool. And yeah, I was fastest in free practice, which doesn't often happen. So I was like feeling the flow on Saturday, and when the race came around, it was had heaps of speed. I actually blew my start. Someone kind of come across on me because I didn't quite have the best jump, and then I had to, you know, button off a little bit, and then everyone was hauling ass on lap 1, and I went back to 9th. But then I got going pretty well, and it took me a few laps to kind of get into maybe 6th, around where Beaton was at the time. And then I started, you know, ticking off some really good lap times, and by the time I caught the next guy, I kind of just had that much momentum. I just passed them, passed the next guy, and caught the leaders, which was the CDR guys. And yeah, just kind of inherited the lead. Everything happened at the same time. Luke made a mistake, Aaron crashed, and then so got in the lead and won that race pretty convincingly. And then on Sunday, they watered the track a little bit more, so it was, and also it was packed in a bit more, so it was like more hard, slick kind of surface, which I wasn't quite as comfortable with as the dry stuff that we had on Saturday. So that brought Aaron and Luke a lot closer to me for the racing. But yeah, Moto 1 on the Sunday, I whole shotted, and yeah, that worked out good because I kind of needed it. Those boys were on me the whole race. And then yeah, the last race on the Sunday, pulled a really good start. Luke was in the lead, and I passed him on about lap 3. And then Aaron ran with me until about 3 minutes to go, and he tucked the front, gave me a handy cushion to work with. So man, yeah, crossed the line, 3 races, 3 wins, and surprisingly I took back the championship lead. Like, it wasn't surprising by the time Sunday came around, but going into the weekend I was 17 down on Beaton, and now I'm 9 points up. So the weekend went really, really good. Yamaha was like 1, 2, 3 in every moto. Look, I don't even know if they've ever done that for a moto, but we did it for an overall as well. So that was just, yeah, epic times for Yamaha. And yeah, just a really good weekend for me, man. It went to plan, and I felt like I finally executed the nationals, how I've been riding through the week and how I've been racing at the Queensland and the local stuff. So that was nice to do that. Tuesday up to Maitland, and you can see that I'm dressed in some tradie attire. I actually own a house washing business with another lad. So Renee, myself and Declan, we run it together, and yeah, I'm out here on the tools for the day. We've got a pretty big house wash in the middle of Brisbane, so everything exterior of the house they want done. Really no limits, so we're just getting in here and getting it done. Honestly, don't do that much work with my house wash business. It's called Moreton Bay Power Wash, but when I need to step in and help Declan out, I'm pretty much on call. So yeah, I actually don't mind it as well. I'm on a bit of a recovery week with my body, so yeah, jumping on the tools and coming down and working in the business that I part own is a pretty good way to recover as well. So that's what we're here doing today, and pretty much just wrapping up. Done most of the work. It's just after lunchtime and put in a solid 6-7 hours already. So yeah, this is sometimes what I do away from riding bikes.